Well, hello everybody. This is the Power Hour Creator. And welcome to the big video of morning information on Power Hour X video game console. First, let's start off with the first bit of information I have. First topic I want to talk about. The first topic I want to talk about, as of today, is the old Nintendo. Okay, the old Nintendo. So, what I am talking about is that the Power Hour X video game console could be an old Nintendo video game console. What I mean by this is that the Power Hour X video game console is going to have RAM, which stands for Random Access Memory, and that is going to have 1,000 gigabytes. I think 1,000 to 5,000 gigabytes of random access memory, which is basically going to expand out on the Power Hour X video game console and expand it even further to even more fun and smooth experiences. And the old Nintendo is also about expanding it to making it a really fun Power Hour X video game console. It's going to be a really interesting console because a lot of people are going to start ordering it. And they go to something, which is in the next one. And this second topic is all about a brand new website. Okay, now, the brand new website. This brand new website is called www.powerhourx.com. So, this website is going to lead you to the Power Hour X shop, which is used for buying Power Hour X stuff, like the Power Hour X video game console. Or it could do www.powerhour.com. I actually like that. www.powerhour.com is a brand new website, and it's going to have a lot of Power Hour related things, like, of course, the Power Hour t-shirt I wore in my last big video that I made. And it's also going to have Power Hour hats. And it's also going to have the Power Hour X video game console of the price, that price of Power Hour t-shirts, price of Power Hour hats. It's also going to have Power Hour water bottles. And also a Power Hour Switch, which is called the Power Hour X Switch, which is way more powerful than the original Nintendo Switch 2. And there's going to be more new information on that soon. Spoilers. And the brand new website is also going to have, like, a lot of Power Hour related things, like Power Hour golf sets, Power Hour bathroom curtains, Power Hour fireplaces. Of course, that's going to have fire in the background and all of that, and Power Hour like stuff. That's all going to be on the Power Hour website. yeah, a lot of stuff leaked in the Power Hour website, www.powerhour.com, and go to that website if you want to shop there. For now, it's a rumor. It's a rumor going around. The Power Hour X video game console is going to be on there. That's also going to be on Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, also. Alright, now we're going to get serious here. The third topic. I know those were the two topics, but I want to get into something even more bigger. The third topic I want to talk about is no internet. Okay, so I said no internet. So, Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 is you can use Nintendo Switch online memberships. You can just use those PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 6. You can use the PlayStation Network. PlayStation 6 is coming out in a couple of years. The reason why I said no internet is because for the very, very first time ever in Power Hour history, the Power Hour X video game console doesn't require any internet at all. Want to play multiplayer on Boys and Girls Honest Worldwide is like, oh, you need internet for that. Well, you don't anymore on this Power Hour X video game console. You can just play multiplayer for fun without any internet access. You can just do that. No internet needed. Just play multiplayer stuff. Play multiplayer co-op, anything you want, without any internet. Which is pretty sweet. Now, the fourth topic I want to talk about is retro games. And y'all like, retro games? What? No way. Okay, so, yes way, shall I say, because on the Power Hour X video game console, so we know what an Atari is. It's a machine that can be used to play all kinds of retro games, like Donkey Kong Jr., Space Invaders, and all of that, on all of those retro games, including Pitfall 2, where that Vine game Pitfall is. But on the Power Hour X video game console, you can now play all retro games. No matter what type of retro game you are playing, you will always still play that retro game you want. So the Power Hour X video game console, there's a emulator in which you can use in order to play retro games. Yeah, retro games. You can take an emulator, go in it, and you can play retro games on there from the 1990s, 1980s, even the 2000s. 1980s, 1970s, any other years. Just play retro games just for fun. Okay, now the fifth topic. Now, I have more new information, and this fifth topic is all about more new information on the fastest video game console ever. So, I have more new information on the fastest video game console ever. So we all know it's 45.3 teraflops processing power. But there's no motor inside the Power Hour X video game console. It has something to do with like some fast looking thing inside the Power Hour X video game console, and as of RPM, fastest video game console is Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Think it's around like in the thousands, 3,000, somewhere in there. And so RPM stands for rotates per minute. It's about how fast the video game console is. And the Super Nintendo Entertainment System is like in the millions. Something like that. Million something rotates per minute. As of the Power Hour X video game console, it can go up to 800 billion rotates per minute. Now that's pretty darn fast. And it's the fastest video game console in a video game history. And there's a new mode out there. Check out the new mode. Okay, so the new mode. The new mode on the Power Hour X video game console. We know it's super duper fast. We know it is the fastest video game console ever. Well, there's a new mode. In this new mode, as of the Power Hour X video game console, is called helicopter mode. And you're like, what the heck? Helicopter mode? What does this even mean? Boys and girls, this is worldwide or all fan. Well, really good question. Helicopter mode means that when you play on the Power Hour X video game console with the brand new Power Hour X video game Pro controllers, when you play, start using the buttons, the Power Hour X video game console is not going to fly up in the high. It's not going to fly up high in the sky or anything. It's just going to stay like that. The helicopter mode is only inside the Power Hour X video game console. And what that does, it rotates like a spinning blade of the helicopter. Just keeps going faster and faster. Something like that, but it's way more faster than any other video game console ever. It's super duper insane. It's like it's like the blades of a helicopter. Really insane. Now let's talk about the biggest video game ever sold. The biggest video game console ever of the world. Is that the Power Hour X video game console is about its launch date. What I mean by this is that it's going to have the biggest launch date reveal ever created. More than the Nintendo Switch 2. So I saw a YouTube video notification today, just before this event, and it said the Nintendo Switch 2 has the biggest launch reveal / selling video game console ever. And I'm like, not so fast. I have a competition here. The Power Hour X video game console is going to be the biggest one ever launched, and as of the launch date, and will be the biggest, awesomest, unbeatable, electrifying, most selling video game console of the year. And is undefeatable. Can't beat it. It can break many records. It can. So, let's move on to the next topic. The next topic I want to talk about is something that I've never talked about before. And this something that I've never ever talked about before. Now, something surprisingly electrifying new. It's going to be surprisingly electrifyingly new. And this topic I want to talk about is something. It's about the Power Hour X video game console. It's all about cartridges brand new cartridges. So, the Nintendo Switch original and the Nintendo Switch 2 both have video game cartridges. Now, if you don't know what they are, it has the name of the video game on there, and it can actually put it inside the Power Hour X video game console, and it can read it instantly. Yeah, it's like the original Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2, but it's a lot more smoother. The cartridges going inside the Power Hour X video game console is a lot faster, a lot more instantly, way more than you think. I'm really excited about this, and I cannot wait to release. So, Power Hour Craft is going to be a game cover, and the game cover is going to be about that, more like that, and it's going to say Power Hour Craft on the front. You open it, and it's going to say Power Hour Craft right there on that Electrifying game cartridge. You're going to place it inside the Power Hour X video game console, and that's going to read it instantly, and you're on the go. I'm playing Power Hour Craft. It's going to be pretty sweet. Now, moving on to the 10th topic. That was the 9th topic, right? Okay, so now the 10th topic. The final topic I want to talk about today is surprisingly something you've never seen before. Power Hour X video game console. So this final topic I want to talk about is handheld Power Hour X. So what I mean by this is that, you know, the PlayStation Vita? What's it called? I mean, this is worldwide. Is like, oh yeah, I know the PlayStation Vita, the PS Vita. Yeah, the PS Vita is a handheld PlayStation like Nintendo Switch looking thing. You can play video games on it. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 are handheld video game consoles. Also, you can hold both Joy-Cons. You can move your joysticks around, move your arrows in the right direction, A, B, X, Y, and stuff. Well, we know that there's a Power Hour X video game console. There is also a handheld Power Hour X video game console, which you have both Joy-Cons on the left side and the right side, and the screen is actually a lot more bigger than you think. The original Nintendo Switch screen is not so bad, but the Nintendo Switch 2 screen is about 7.5 inches, which is the screen is a lot more bigger than the original Switch. But for the handheld Power Hour X video game console, the screen is 75.5 inches. Now that's pretty huge for a video game console screen in the handheld mode. Now that's a pretty big screen, and it's 75.3 inches as of the screen. In fact, it has smoother quality, smoother stuff, and a lot more smoother than actual real gameplay. Can play a lot of gameplay stuff on it, gameplay footage and all of that. Yeah, just handheld mode. That's all of the information that I've got for you today as of more new information on the Power Hour X video game console. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Power Hour X video game console news.